A new dawn in the political dispensation of the country emerged in 2016, where people began to enjoy fundamental freedoms, including the right to assembly, association, expressions, amongst others. Soon after a transformative process was set in motion, firmly setting the Gambia on a path for good governance and democracy anchored on a slew of reforms. The Barrow administration prioritized good governance, democracy, and freedom of expression, critical component of the country's democratization process. To closely understand the political evolution of the country and the role of the Barrow administration, I visited the National Museum in Banjul. Hasum Sise, historian and Director General of the National Center for Arts and Culture, was on hand to revisit the evolutionary stages of the country's political environment from independence to date.
It was basically as a result of the fact that they don't have the finances. Okay, I mean, our political parties didn't have the finances. So because of this, they were largely unable to have permanent, addresses, if you want.
Much of the achievements of the Barrow administrations are visible. The establishment of regional bureaus across the country, for instance, the bustling Roa River region town of Soma, has set the pace for the modernization of politics in the Gambia. According to the NCSC boss, the National People's Party is the first political party in the history of the Gambia to have its own dedicated bureaus across all the administrative regions of the Gambia. Mr. Sise lauded the approach as symbolic reflection of the Barrow's administration commitment towards strengthening democracy and good governance.
Building party headquarters is a very, very important value added to our democratic experience. Like I said, it shows a sign of confidence. Okay, because it's an investment. If a political party invests to build a headquarters anywhere in the country, is a big investment, and it is therefore a sign of confidence.
Sidi Lamin Ba, governor of the Lower River region, said the establishment of regional political bureaus is a clear manifestation of their party leaders' foresight and dedication to strengthening democracy and the right to association at the grassroots level. The LRR governor revealed that since the advent of the Barrow administration, nobody has been arrested or harassed by the law enforcement agents for their political affiliation in his region.
I think His Excellency has to be commended for that, President Adam Barrow, for leading that crusade. It is not easy for a head of state to accept all this in a young democracy within 5 or 7 years. We've been here 22 years, if we resonate with the past. 22 years was like 40 years. Well, look at it now. 7 years, we are like 7 days. So that's just telling you that people are at liberty. It doesn't mean they don't respect the authority. They do. But they see themselves as the authority is part of them.
Commenting on the significance of establishing political bureaus in the regions, the NPP regional chairman for Lower River Region, Alhaji Omar Drame, hailed the Gambian leader for his foresight in creating a conducive political atmosphere where citizens are allowed to exercise their freedom and political rights.
For the first time in the history,
For the first time in the history of LRR, a political party establishing its own bureau. Thanks to President Barrow for coming up with this great initiative, an initiative that will go a long way in strengthening grassroots politics.
Several others commended President Barrow for being the first Gambian to come up with such an initiative, describing it as timely. They further told the national broadcaster that the establishment of the bureaus across the country would further encourage and strengthen grassroots politics. For GRTS News, this is Yero Jallo reporting.